I'm dying to believe that you're my true love. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, 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 alright. Well, I'm trying to set something up. Refresh. There you go. Already having issues. Let's see, right. Okay, there you go. Oh. I actually want to watch a little something something for a bit. See if I can finish my coffee and just chill with you guys. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching the video, howdy howdy how, welcome back to another Isaiah's video today. We're just chilling. I'm gonna try to upload twice a week videos. Oh. And I'll also try uploading everyday shorts or something like that. Let's see if we can find some. The Legendary series. Tempting.
I thought I would come on here and show how Bricks and Minifigs Corporate responded to a video I uploaded about a month ago. The catch is that when I went in, I acted like I didn't know what I had, all while filming this on a hidden camera in my glasses. The offers I received ranged from 6% to 19% of the true value of the figures that I brought in. At the last store featured in this video, after the employees said that they put all the figures back into the bin, which I took them in, I was walking out and I noticed that the most expensive one was missing. Now this minifigure is worth north of $1,000. And when I walked back in, they simply said that they misplaced it, handed it back, and said it was fake. Now the purpose of my video was to test a sample of stores in this franchise to see how they would perform. When I originally released
So they fucking try to steal from him. They try to steal from this guy. He has a very stealable face. Oh. Oh, motherfucker, didn't unmute everything.
like I didn't know what I had, all while filming this on a hidden camera in my glasses. The offers I received ranged from 6% to 19% of the true value of the figures that I brought in. At the last store featured in this video, after the employees said that they put all the figures back into the bin, which I took them in, I was walking out and I noticed that the most expensive one was missing. Now this minifigure is worth north of $1,000. And when I walked back in, they simply said that they misplaced it, handed it back, and said it was fake. Now the purpose of my video,
I would say you're fake up with that shit.
was to test a sample of stores in this franchise to see how they would perform. When I originally released the video, I left the employees' faces unblurred. It immediately gained traction and got around 250,000 views in the first 2 days of being uploaded. I filmed all of these interactions in stores in North Carolina, which is a one-party consent state. So it is legal to record a conversation that you're having with somebody if just one of you give consent. So I thought uploading content like this with the unblurred faces would be acceptable. And also because there is countless other videos up on YouTube right now of people filming in similar businesses without blurring faces. As you have probably guessed by now, things did not go smoothly. During the 2 days that the video was live, I received about half a dozen privacy complaints. Shortly after, YouTube took down the video. The explanation I received
Damn. I feel it though. YouTube took down a lot of my shit too.
Stated that copyright protected content was found in the video. The timing was especially frustrating because YouTube's AdSense revenue updates after 24 to 48 hours, so since the video was taken down in such a short time, I ended up losing out on a lot of money. But besides the point, I think if the stores had performed more positively, I suspect the company would have been much more comfortable with the video remaining online. That same day that the video was taken down, I received an email from the official Bricks and Minifigs corporate email. The email reads, "Hi MGS Bricks. My name is Matt McNeef. I'm with Bricks and Minifigs Corporate. I watched your recent video featuring several Bricks and Minifigs locations, and I wanted to reach out directly. First, I want to acknowledge something up front. Based on what we can see in the footage, it does appear that our internal handling procedures were not followed in one of the interactions you highlighted. That's something we take seriously, and we are addressing it with the franchise as
Yeah, you're also addressing the Legos that you stole? Motherfucker.
a whole. Regardless of intent, our standard is clear. Every item brought in by a customer should be
I'll give you an item. It's called returning the Legos. These fuckers stole from an old man who's dead. Literally stealing from a dead man's corpse.
handled with care, transparency, and returned appropriately if no deal is made. We've done some internal review, and while the footage is over a year old, which limits what we can fully verify, it appears that this was an honest mistake by an employee, not a pattern or intentional behavior. That doesn't excuse the outcome, but context does matter, especially when something like this gains traction online. So yes, the footage is over a year old.
I'll give you context. Lick my balls.
But to be honest, I was trying to graduate high school while editing this, and that took up a lot of my time. Some of the files corrupted, so I had to spend time getting those back. The footage from the Amazon spy glasses I used was super finicky to work with, and figuring out the best way to communicate what happened was also very tough. What you like
A lot of excuses, but I get it. You want the best quality content.
likely couldn't have known is the real-world impact this has had. The North Raleigh store owner is currently out of state handling the passing of the grandfather who raised him, and the employee involved, who has no prior history of issues and has consistently been a strong team member, is preparing to undergo heart surgery and is currently experiencing significant stress related to the attention this situation has generated. I'm not sharing that to push back on your content, but to give a fuller picture of the people behind what is shown. We also want to raise something important regarding privacy. It appears individuals were recorded and posted without their consent and in a way that has made them directly identifiable. We ask that if this content continues,
They're working for a criminal organization, Minifigs, or what the fuck their name is. Blocks and Minifigs. Steal shit. And there's signs of corruption in the police department. I'm not surprised. I don't fucking trust cops to begin with. I support the police, but I don't trust them. It's weird, I know. I have a family member who's a cop. Not very close to them, but I just had a lot of bad interactions with cops. But also, this store, I'm not surprised is pulling out the bullshit on this guy, since they pulled out the bullshit if the cops got someone arrested and had a warrant for nothing, swatting. They said they were swatting, and they allegedly stole a bunch of Legos.
to be used or shared, that reasonable steps are taken to protect the privacy of those individuals, e.g. blurring faces, limited identifying details. This is not only a matter of basic fairness, but also aligns with platform expectations around privacy. Separately, we do want to be clear that while we are open to engaging constructively, we also take seriously our responsibility to protect our brand, our franchises, and our employees from misleading narratives or undue harm. We believe there is a better path forward here.
No. Come here. Let's call it back on. Come on. Have fun barking with this thing on.
Than escalation, and we'd prefer to pursue that. One additional piece of context. Since this video was filmed, we've made meaningful improvements across our system to increase consistency in how stores evaluate collections, particularly minifigures and mixed lots. We've invested in better tools, clearer standards, and more structured training. That said, even with those improvements, offers still vary from store to store, and that's by design. There are a number of real factors that go into any evaluation, including completeness, condition, authenticity, current inventory, local demand, and the time required to sort and resell. Those nuances can be difficult to fully capture in a single filmed interaction, but they're a big part of how the process works in practice. All of that said, we already think there's an opportunity here to do something more constructive than the typical back and forth that follows videos like this. If you're open to it, we'd welcome the chance to connect and potentially collaborate on a follow-up that adds more depth and transparency
Yeah, I call a bullshit.
for your audience, whether that's revisiting stores with a clearer look at how evaluations happen in real time, doing a side-by-side comparison across locations, or spending time behind the scenes to show how collections are processed. We think there is a way to turn this into something genuinely interesting and informative. We are not looking to control the narrative. We are interested in contributing to it in a way that's accurate, balanced, and valuable to the
Sneeze. Oh, bullshit. Oh.
community that's clearly
Oh, bullshit. Sorry.
paying attention. If you'd be open to a conversation, I'd be glad to connect. Best, Matt McNeef,
Fuck you.
COO. So I responded a day later saying, "Hi Matt, thanks for reaching out and taking the time to share all of that. I really appreciate the context. I went ahead and temporarily took down the video so I can make some updates, mainly to properly blur faces and remove any identifying details.
I really hate boxing minifigs.
I definitely wasn't trying to harm anyone with the video. Going into it, I didn't have any preconceived ideas. I was just trying to document real interactions and see how the process works in different stores. I do appreciate you acknowledging that what happened didn't align with your internal standards. It's good to hear that it's something you take seriously and are addressing. I
don't think they take anything seriously. So I'm very biased in the matter.
also understand your concerns around privacy, and I'm making sure that's handled better in the updated version. I'll definitely be open to collaborating on something going forward. I think there's a really interesting opportunity to show more of the full process and give people a better understanding of how evaluations work. I just want to make sure I retain editorial control so the content stays authentic to my audience. Happy to connect and talk more if that makes sense. Thanks again, MGS Brook." Then they sent a reply the next day and linked me up with the media relations person. She suggested we do
we all do good. We do not do anything bad. No.
like a one-on-one Zoom call with Matt and do like an interview. I told them that I had my final exams the next week so I could graduate, which I did. Then about a week and a half later, they sent another email saying, "Hi Malachi," which is my real name. "Thanks again for your reply a few weeks back. We hope your finals went well. We really appreciate you for being open to continuing the conversation. Again, we agree with you that there's a strong opportunity here to create something genuinely helpful for the LEGO community, especially when it comes to understanding how trade-ins actually work in a real-world setting. There's also a human side to this that we think is important. people behind these stores, their teams, and how situations like this can impact them. We believe there's an opportunity to tell a more complete story that your audience would really connect with. Store owners are legitimately receiving multiple death threats due to your video, and their families.
Bullshit. I bet you $5 the store employees aren't the ones that get in other stores. I have a feeling that the people on the top who's been doing all the bad things are the ones who are getting them. I'm not saying that anyone should be doing death threats. Death threats is a pussy way to go about things. If you're gonna threat someone in their face. But I also don't agree with violence. It's also another pussy way out. But you know, they did steal from a guy who's dying, so I don't know.
Families are genuinely concerned. The last 2 weeks have severely impacted many of these good, hardworking.
I don't know which one is evil. The online threats are them stealing from an old man, allegedly.
People. Our hope is that you'll be willing to listen and consider something that will not only be great for your audience, but help de-escalate the seriousness these individual store owners are dealing with in real life due to the first video. So they said that we could do Wednesday or Thursday, April 29th or the 30th. Now, after thinking over it for a little bit, I wasn't interested in doing a one-on-one interview just because I didn't really think it helped the storyline of my video anymore. And I kind of just wanted to move on from the situation until Reckless Ben released his video 12 days ago. So it was about 3 days after he released his first video. I made a short that I posted on Instagram and TikTok along with YouTube. Reckless Ben just exposed Bricks and Minifigs, and what they did is unacceptable. I exposed them, but to a lesser degree about a month ago. And you guys are saying that we need to team up. I messaged
A collaboration. Let's go. Screw these fools. Screw these fools. Screw these fools. Let's fuck them up. Come on. Come on. Legally. Let's fuck them up legally. YouTube. Alright? I hope these guys get what they rightfully deserve. A prison.
him about it and he hasn't seen it yet. I need your guys' help. Tag Ben Snyder in the comments so he sees this. Ben, together we can do something great. This is gonna be so freaking peak. So when Ben eventually saw it, he commented in the comment section. And right after he commented, I got this email. A formal notice regarding proposed Reckless Ben collaboration. Malachi, you received this email directly because it has been brought to our attention that through MGS Bricks, you have communicated with Reckless Ben about potentially creating, in quotations, peak content involving Bricks and Minifigs in the situation he has been publicizing. Please consider this email to you a formal notice not to involve yourself, your platform, your audience.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Bro, go CEO these nuts in your fucking mouth. For real, I can't stand people. This is why when I start working, it's gonna be some serious issues. If someone comes up to me and says, you need to stop doing this with your platform, I'll say, how about you come here and fucking make me?
MGS Bricks, or your content in any campaign, collaboration, stunt, statement, recording, post, or coordinated activity involving Reckless Ben.
They just don't want a collaboration because they know they're in the wrong. They are 100% going to get their ass handed to them in the internet platform. Legally, I hope a judge sees this and goes, lawsuit. Bullshit.
His associates, or claims being made against Bricks and Minifigs, its franchise.
Bullshit. Who the fuck is playing with you, man? Go. Go. No one's playing with you. I'm working. Go. Go. Come here, boo boo. I think it's you or something. See, come here. Here's the baby. You. Come on. driving me nuts.
Enterprises, owners, employees, vendors, or related parties. The issue with him is not just internet drama, it is an active legal matter with serious civil and criminal implications. The situation has already resulted in arrests for him and several of his followers.
That is some bullshit. The arrest has nothing to do with anything. You have the cops on your side because you're a pussy.
Attorneys and law enforcement at multiple levels are actively involved. Evidence has been preserved.
Honestly, to be fair, though, he did some stuff that even I know he shouldn't have done. Like putting a sign over a sign of a company. That could be considered, if I'm right, I'm not a lawyer, so don't comment on this. Vandalism.
Observed, continues to be collected, and will be used as appropriate. We are not going to outline our evidence, legal strategy, investigative details, agency involvement, or next steps in an email that may be forwarded, posted, clipped, or misused. But we will make this very clear. The public narrative being pushed by
We'll make this very clear. If you don't bow down to the mighty God, minifigs, we will fuck you.
Ben and others is false, misleading, exaggerated, and incomplete. We have evidence contradicting key claims, and we have evidence concealing coordinated efforts to create content, manipulate public perception, and generate pressure through social media. These actions have legal consequences. We are not asking you to take our side.
I'm gonna give you a legal consequence. I want 2 KO in legal matters. Dude, you guys are trying too hard to silence the people.
We are giving you a simple warning not to make yourself part of it. If after receiving this notice you choose to help, create, stage, promote, monetize, repeat, amplify, or coordinate content based on false or unverified claims, you may
According to you, that I'm verified. I've seen the evidence.
no longer be treated as a neutral observer or innocent commentator. Depending on your conduct and communications, you could expose yourself to subpoenas, preservation demands, civil claims, and potential criminal implications. That risk is especially serious now that you have been placed on notice that the claims are disputed, evidence exists contradicting them, and the matter is already under active legal and law enforcement review. You should immediately preserve all communications and materials relating to this matter. That includes
Dude, anger issues for the win. Fuck these guys.
Instagram DMs, texts, emails, call logs, recordings, deleted messages, drafts.
I'm going to delete this message up your ass in a second here. I hope your company goes down, down. There's a song going down, down. And you know what? Your company's going down, down.
Notes, shared files, posts, comments, and communications with Ben, Mencel, Crystal Law, or any.
I'm gonna give you a crystal law here in a second. Shut your bitch ass up and stop emailing this YouTuber. The people are angry at you, minifigs. Block minifigs. Let me tell you how mad we are. I'm pissed. Then there's more people like me.
Anyone else connected to this situation. Even if you delete, alter, conceal, or destroy anything, there will be criminal implications. Before you allow yourself to be
You have caused cops to harass people, and honestly, to be fair, they were told to leave and trespass, and they still went on the property. So recklessman is wrong there, legally. I say, fuck these assholes.
pulled into this, we strongly recommend that you speak with someone who has real legal
So I'm very heated today. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to learn my cussing now.
business or practical experience. A content opportunity may seem harmless online, but participating in someone else's false or unlawful
This email is hella long.
campaign can create consequences that last far longer than you realize. We are not accusing you of wrongdoing at this time. We are giving you a clear opportunity to avoid becoming part of it. We have reached out to you multiple times regarding your previous video, and we remain willing to speak with you directly. Our offer to collaborate with you in a legitimate and honest way also still stands. We would much rather see you build something positive than get dragged into Ben's legal problems. But make no mistake, if you knowingly insert yourself into this situation,
I would love to get dragged into your legal battle. I am mentally disabled, physically disabled. If it would be a good PR stunt if you'd let me join you.
After this warning, we will preserve this notice and your subordinate actions as a part of the.
What I'm trying to say is I support you, brother. Yeah, let's go out to you. This is a shit. Let's get them Legos back.
Record. The smart move is to step back, preserve everything, and get advice before doing something that.
I get you advice. Give back the Legos. Give back the Legos. Give back the Legos. Give back the Legos.
May follow you longer than a video trend. Respectfully, Matt McNeath, Bricks and Minifig. I then responded a few hours later saying, "Hi there, thank you for reaching out. I did connect with Reckless Ben, and after speaking with him, I realized that it's not something I want to be involved with. Now that I've finished exams and am graduating this Saturday, I love to reconnect and continue the conversation we were having before. Would you guys be open to hopping on a call sometimes Thursday or Friday this week?"
Oh, that's gonna be great. I wonder what the hell they're gonna talk about. So, why did you steal Legos from them? Why are you not giving them back? It's so easy. Just give them back. At least pay for the amount that you took. Either one is pretty easy for a big company.
Thanks, Malachi. Then today they responded to me. "Hi, Malachi. I was just talking with the owner of the North Raleigh store. He said he would love the opportunity to meet you in person, have a conversation, and get to know you. He mentioned he loved one of your first major videos, trading up from a minifig, starting with a minifig maker card at his store. If you would be down to meet with him, we'd be happy to set up something. Tell me in the comments if y'all would like to see that happen, but for right now I'm content not meeting with anybody. Since ACOB already did that great interview with the CEO and COO, I have since re-uploaded my video with all the faces of the employees blurred. If you haven't checked it out yet, I would highly recommend.
Why is the thing going on? Let's see if we can find that video. Oh, I watched some of it already. That will be the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video part. If you want to see a live stream in the future, go subscribe and leave a thumbs up.